Representative Ruggiero, why don't you go to your bill, then we'll take questions of both reps, okay?
Okay. Thank you, Chairman. And thank you, members of the committee. I certainly appreciate Rep. Craven putting this bill in this year and putting it in at $2 million. This is a bill I've put in for the past 3 years at $1.5 million. And there's a reason why I'm at $1.5 million. Rhode Island is a wonderful state to live. You know, we have gorgeous shorelines, great restaurants, thriving arts, a rich history, but Rhode Island is a horrible place to die. We are one of only 14 states that has an estate tax, and currently in Rhode Island, this exemption is $921,655. When I first put this bill in 3 years ago, it was at $850,000. So in 2 more years, we will be almost at $1 million, hence the $1.5 million, and we'll also get to the fiscal impact. But the bill does 2 things. It raises the exemption to $1.5 million. Right now, our neighbor Massachusetts is at $1 million. Connecticut is at $2 million. And second, and you are right, the most important aspect of this bill is removing the cliff. Because in many ways, Rhode Island estate law, it's not really an exemption if you think about it. It's a threshold. Because if you die with an estate that's valued at $1 million or $1.5 million, you don't pay the difference between $921,655 and the $1 million. You pay on the aggregate by going $1 over. So it is a cliff, and it's really not an exemption because you're not getting an exemption if you think about it. So in 2013, 4,262 people passed away in Rhode Island. That's according to the Division of Taxation, and many of us last night heard from Dave Sullivan. Out of that, only 208 paid estate taxes, which means 4,054 people passed away with estates below $921,655 exemption, and no estate taxes were paid. Now, all these people either died having an estate worth and less money, or they moved, or they did a really, really good job, thanks to their lawyers and their CPAs, on advice of sheltering dollars. And maybe it's a combination of all 3, right? Probably is. But the state took in about $31 million on those 208 estates. If we remove this cliff, which I really believe in my heart of hearts, which is why I've put this in for the past 3 years, it's the right, honorable thing to do, we would lose $17 million in fiscal 2015. But here's what the state gains. Tremendous brand equity in our reputation with the business community as we go to lawyers and CPAs who now can advise their clients that Rhode Island did the right thing and removed the cliff, and the exemption is now $1.5 million, a little more than Massachusetts and less than Connecticut, who certainly has a lot of folks from New York coming in. We want these people who are leaving the state to stay. We want their assets to continue. We want their philanthropic discretion to go to our arts and to our nonprofits. And to me, that is priceless equity for the state of Rhode Island and our reputation. And it is the right thing to remove the cliff. So I also believe strongly that it's not a bill that needs to have my name on it, because I've done it for the past 3 years, or anyone's name. It should be part of our budget as part of our fiscal policy, I believe, as we send a message to the business community, because it really is the right thing to do. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Representative.